Hello everyone, and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm your host, Adrian. Today we're talking about a headline that's making waves across royal and celebrity circles. Meghan Markle secures big win despite major warning. The Duchess of Sussex has reportedly scored a major positive update in her ongoing brand journey, even as critics continue to predict stormy weather ahead. But what's really going on behind this headline? And why does this moment matter for Meghan's evolution and her continued story of independence? Let's break it down, and as always, we'll keep it fair, factual, and in favour of the Duchess. According to the News International, Meghan Markle has secured what the outlet called a big win. Despite some warnings about her lifestyle brand as ever, Meghan's recent appearances, particularly in Paris and New York, have drawn widespread praise. She's been described as more confident, more polished, and more intentional in her public image than ever before. Insiders say her re-emergence at high-profile fashion events, especially around Balenciaga and other elite houses, was a sign that her PR strategy is back on track. Even with critics questioning the direction of her as ever brand, especially after speculation about delays or slow product rollouts, Meghan's been getting the one thing every public figure needs: momentum. So the big win isn't just about one product or event, it's about reclaiming control of her narrative, and that, for Meghan Markle, is a form of victory all on its own. Now, about that major warning. The same report hinted that while Meghan's image is shining again, her business ventures could face hurdles, particularly in terms of sustainability and long-term branding. Some analysts have described her as-ever lifestyle brand as under pressure, with whispers that her early product lines, including her now famous jam jars, haven't met the sky-high expectations set for them. But let's be honest, what new business doesn't face a few bumps in the road? From Oprah's first ventures to Gwyneth Paltrow's early struggles with Goop, most entrepreneurs take years to perfect their formula. Meghan is still in the building phase. And when the world is watching your every move, even small missteps can look like major crises. But Meghan's response? Grace, silence, and continued focus on her vision. That, my friends, is power. To fully appreciate Meghan's current position, we need to understand the unique challenge she faces: the royal ripple effect. Everything Meghan does is automatically compared to traditional royal behaviour. When Catherine launches a project, it's celebrated as duty. When Meghan launches a brand, it's scrutinised as commercialism. This double standard isn't just unfair, it's exhausting. But here's what makes Meghan different. She's not trying to compete with royal protocol anymore. She's created her own lane entirely, one where being an entrepreneur, a mother, a philanthropist, and a public figure can all coexist. And that terrifies the establishment because it proves you don't need a palace to have influence. You just need authenticity and determination. The fact that she's succeeding outside the royal framework is perhaps her biggest win of all. It proves the institution needed her more than she needed it. Let's talk about what this moment really represents. Meghan Markle has mastered one skill that so many underestimate: reinvention. From actress to duchess, from royal to global philanthropist, from media producer to entrepreneur, she's rewritten her story at every turn. And that's something few women in her position are ever allowed to do without backlash. But here's the truth: reinvention isn't a weakness, it's survival. Each time the British tabloids declare her finished, she quietly builds something new. From the Archetypes podcast to the Archewell Foundation to As Ever, she's always expanding her definition of success. So, while critics see uncertainty, I see evolution. Meghan isn't stuck in the same box they tried to put her in back in 2018. She's breaking every box they hand her. Let's talk strategy for a moment, because Meghan's approach to as ever is actually quite brilliant when you break it down. Unlike celebrity brands that rush to market with dozens of products, Meghan has taken a deliberately slow approach. The jam jar release, while mocked by some, was actually a soft launch, a way to test the waters, build anticipation, and create genuine buzz without overextending. This is called strategic scarcity, and luxury brands have been using it for decades. Limited releases create demand. They make products feel exclusive rather than mass-produced. And let's not forget, Meghan has the TIG archives. She spent years building a lifestyle platform before she ever became a duchess. She knows this space. She understands her audience. And most importantly, she knows that authenticity sells better than perfection. The warning about her brand isn't really a warning at all. It's just impatient critics who want her to fail quickly rather than succeed slowly. But Meghan's playing the long game. Let's address the elephant in the room, the constant warnings from royal commentators and tabloid pundits. Many of them paint Meghan's every move as a risk or crisis. But why? Because the moment she succeeds, their old narrative collapses. For years, they've relied on portraying her as the outsider, the rebel, or the underdog who can't quite measure up. Yet here she is, walking into high-profile events, commanding global attention, and outshining the noise. The major warning in that article? That's just the media's way of hedging their bets. They can't deny her success, so they frame it with caution. But even when they issue warnings, Meghan's actions keep proving them wrong. She's not failing. She's learning, she's adjusting, and most importantly, she's still here, thriving. So where does Meghan go from here? All signs suggest she's refining her public identity, again not as a duchess tied to royal expectations, but as a modern entrepreneur with her own message. Her next moves could include more media partnerships, fashion collaborations, or expansions under the As Ever brand that focus on sustainability and lifestyle essentials. And let's not forget her ongoing work through the Archewell Foundation, which continues to focus on women's empowerment, online safety, and mental health. If anything, this win is a reminder that Meghan's story isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about turning every challenge into a new chapter. Every setback becomes a setup for a comeback. And if her past is any indication, we're about to see Meghan enter one of her most powerful phases, yet one where she's fully in control, fully herself, and fully unstoppable. So, what do we take away from all this? Meghan Markle's big win isn't just about her public image or her brand. It's about her ability to stay steady, focused, and graceful under pressure. She's teaching all of us something powerful, that even when the world issues warnings, you can still find ways to win. That reinvention is a strength, not a weakness. And that your story doesn't end when others say it evolves. And that's the story of a woman who refuses to be silenced, who refuses to play small, and who refuses to let anyone else write her ending. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Meghan and Harry Tales, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Meghan's big win is just the beginning of a bigger comeback? I'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, I'm Adrian, and this has been Meghan and Harry Tales, where we tell the truth behind the headlines.